eruit en het is na een dag droog. Best snel. Ja. Ja.
En dunne laag.
Ja, een dunne laag. Ja. Nou, het is over het algemeen, de algemene regel is dus gewoon wijn. Ja. Het is het distillaat van de sap van een pijnboom. Ja. En pijnboom? Nee, dennenboom. Dennenboom. Ik zeg het verkeerd. Ja. Een soort alcohol van een dennenboom eigenlijk.
So I say outside that we will start, and then we will start. In a way, etching is not the right word for this room, as etching is just one of the three techniques. You can come in. He also used the burin technique, la technique du burin, and the dry point needle technique, la technique de la pointe sèche, the kaltnadel. The second, I told you, la deuxième technique était la technique de l'eau forte. L'eau forte, c'est la technique en anglais on dit etching. Oui? In Deutsch, wir sagen Gravure, Radierkunst und Kaltnadel. Yeah? So, burin, etching and dry point needle. I will explain them to you, and after this I will make a print to shoot it a lot with them. And he mixed them all together in the same work sometimes. So he put all these three techniques up to a very, very high level that people up till now are still impressed by the way he worked. Let's first start with the burin technique. Je commence avec la technique du burin. Oui? This is the tool that metal workers used in the Middle Ages to decorate weapons and jewelries. You can work very, very precise with this, but it's also a very, you need also a lot of force because you have to dig out the metal. Yes. So these metal workers started to think about easier ways to do the same work, and they came to the idea, if you drop some acid on a metal plate, there will be a hole or a groove in the plate. So they worked out this idea to a technique they could use, and in the end of the Middle Ages, artists started to use this technique to create their art. C'était clair pour les Français, les gens français aussi? Auch für die Deutsche, ist es klar, ja? So, this is the burin technique. Now we go for explaining the etching technique. Etching, what did the artists do? They took a metal plate, and Rembrandt always used copper, red copper, and they covered that plate with a special stuff. We call this the etching ground. This is really a very special stuff. There's beeswax in it, de la cire là-dedans, wax, glaube ich, ja, in Deutsch. And there's pine tree resin, de la résine, Herz or Harz in Deutsch, Herz? Harz, yeah. And there's bitumen powder, poudre du bitume, asphalt powder. That asphalt powder was dug up in Germany, by the way. So why these ingredients? Why this special mix? Well, first you have to is that in a chemical way it's very strong. I will explain you. If you finish your drawing and then put it in a bath with acid, the acid bites out all the places where your drawing exposed the metal. But on all the other places, this stuff still protects the metal from being etched out. Vous comprenez? Oui? Verstehen Sie auch? Yeah? So if you understand this, then you understand what etching means. Etching means biting out the metal by acid. Yes, or with acid. So you had to put it there in the acid bath for about half an hour, and then after this you took it out and clean off the layer, and this might be the result. I will show you. You can have a look, but also feel, because the grooves are very, very fine. Etching technique. Yes? You see the part on the left side is more dark. That means we put it in the acid bath for a longer time. The grooves are deeper. There's more ink in it. And the copper plate, an open plate, for creating a burr. Yes, une barbe. Pour qui absorbe de l'encre. Yes? So, yes, in that way he created these black places. And then in the end he took the burin, the third technique, to create these straight lines there in the corner. Yes? In his time, that was really unique that an artist used all these different techniques together in the same way. Yes? So if this is all clear to you, I will make it. Black pigment is mixed with linseed oil, cooked linseed oil. Our copied plates are marked with two initials in the corner, and then R and H from Rembrandthuis to avoid any confusion between original prints and modern prints that are made here. So when I'm sure that there's ink everywhere, I start to remove the ink without retiring it from the grooves, of course. In a way, all the steps remain the same. Only the paper changed a bit. We work now with modern etching paper, and the tools changed a little bit. This is, for instance, a tamper with which Rembrandt put the ink on the plate, and this is a roll of textile that is covered with the skin of a dog. Dogs really have different skins than other animals. They do not transpirate. Well, they do, but through the mouth, through the tongue. So their skin has very closed pores. Knowledge like that was very practical in the 17th century. Yes, rabbit skins, for instance, they were perfect for cooking with bones, with rabbit bones together. And with this stuff, you could grind a canvas for. That means give it a layer before painting on it. Yes? So, yes, that knowledge was very useful in that time. I start now to clean the plate, and I take a piece of cheesecloth for that. It has a very open structure and it has no fibers. So therefore it's perfect for cleaning. Fibers would retire. I don't know who she is. You see it's getting visible slowly, it's magic, huh? A cloud is always a cloud, I think. I have to pass, sorry. The paper is made wet, or better say damp, as a damp paper better absorbs the ink. Yes? So now a blanket will be put there, as the old-fashioned machines do not have possibilities to change the position of the wheel. So it depends on the thickness of the plate and the thickness of the paper I print, how much material I have to put there. Yes? So well, now we are ready for printing. On the paper. It's finished. Well, we will have a look. You know now, I'm in the acid bath, the temperature in the room, perhaps the wetness of the paper, the... Wow. Well, this is a nice one.
Yeah.
Etching. So this work was made only by with the etching technique. Show you that every time. It's show you that every time It's a little different.
Can take this paper.
Pardon?
I can take take.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, Frau Lesje.